Today in this 2015 Lincoln MKX, we'll be having a look at and showing you how to install the CURT Class 3 trailer hitch receiver, part number C13067. Here's what our hitch looks like installed. First thing you'll notice about this hitch is that we do have plenty of clearance around our receiver. This makes this a great hitch to use with bike racks and cargo carriers, which is what many of our customers are using this hitch for. Now, when comparing this to other options out there, this hitch is a little bit more visible in the center section here. But this is tucked nicely up against the rear fascia, so it does maintain a nice clean look. On the side of our receiver, you'll find our industry standard 5/8 of an inch diameter hitch pin hole to secure your hitch mounted accessories. You can pick up a pin and clip separately on our website. Welded on the bottom of our receiver are rolled steel safety chain loops. What's nice about these is if you're towing a trailer that has a large diameter hook like this one, you can still easily clip on and clip off. On the end of the receiver, we have this nice collar that's welded on. Helps improve the strength of the receiver opening. Also gives us a nice finished look. Now this hitch does feature a 400-pound max tongue weight rating, which is the amount forcing down, and a 4,000-pound max gross trailer weight rating, which is the amount it can pull. It does not support the use of weight distribution, so keep that in mind if you're planning to use that with your trailer. And if you're using it for a non-trailer application, such as with a bike rack or a cargo carrier, CURT does recommend the use of a stabilization strap to help support the load. We have those available separately on our website. And as always, you want to make sure you do consult with the owner's manual of your MKX and not exceed what the vehicle is rated for. Now for a few measurements to better assist you in choosing any hitch-mounted accessory you may need, such as a ball mount, bike rack, or a cargo carrier. You're looking at about 13.5 inches from the ground to the top of the 2-inch receiver opening, and about 6 inches from the center of the hitch pin hole to the rearmost part of the back bumper. Now that we've gone over some features, we'll show you how to get it installed. To begin our install, since we need to lower our exhaust, we're going to place a strap in place to help support the weight of it so it doesn't get damaged. So let's hook it to our lower control arms and bring it tight against our exhaust. We have 3 exhaust hangers to remove. We'll have one on each side of our muffler, just like this one here, and then we'll have one in the middle at the Y pipe assembly. Now it's a good idea to take some spray lubricant and lubricate your hanger so it'll slide off easier. Now we'll use a pry bar to pry off our exhaust hangers. Now on each side of our frame rail, above where our muffler was, we have these 2 8mm bolts for our heat shield. We need to remove these. We can discard these bolts, we will not be reinstalling them. Now we can pull down on the heat shield a little bit. Now we need to trim a little bit off of our heat shield so it'll clear where the bolts will go through. We use a pair of tin snips for this. Cut off the back corner here. We have clearance now around that hole. And we'll cut off a section of the front as well. Now we have clearance around that hole. We'll repeat the same process for the other side. Now we'll take our pull wire and we'll go through this large oval hole that's in the front first, and we'll route this towards the back of the vehicle, and it'll come out of our bumper beam. We'll now place on one of our blocks onto the pull wire, and we'll stick that inside the bumper beam. And we'll thread on one of our shorter length carriage bolts to the pull wire. And then we'll pull the bolt through the frame rail and out the hole. And remove the pull wire. Now we'll go through this hole here and repeat the same process. Now we'll do the same on the other side of the vehicle. Now with an extra set of hands, we'll raise our hitch into position over our exhaust and we'll secure it in place with one of our flange nuts on each side. With one bolt started, we'll get the other one started as well. Now we'll go ahead and snug down these nuts. We'll do the same on the other side. Now this back hole in our hitch, we're going to use this as a guide, and we'll make a small pilot hole in the frame of the vehicle using a small drill bit. We'll now enlarge that hole to the size indicated in the instructions. You can use a regular drill bit for this, or you can use a step bit like I'm using. We'll now make sure our bolt passes smoothly through the hole, and it does. We'll take our pull wire now, go through that hole, and out the back by the bumper beam like we've done for the rest of them. Place on our block. Stick that inside. Throw it on our carriage bolt. For the back holes, we are using the longer carriage bolts now. Place that inside. And we'll pull the bolt through the hole and remove our pull wire. And we'll throw it on our flange nut. And we'll tighten it down. Now we'll torque all of our hardware to the amount specified in the instructions. Now we'll go ahead and reinstall our exhaust. With our exhaust back in place, we can remove our strap. And that completes our look at and showing you how to install the CURT Class 3 trailer hitch receiver, part number C13067 on this 2015 Lincoln MKX.